Essentials of valid marriage under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. Sections 5 and 7 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955 deals with the essentials of valid Hindu marriage. The following are the essentials of validity of a marriage. Both the parties of the marriage should be Hindus. By virtue of Section 5 of Hindu Marriage Act, a marriage will be valid only if both the parties to the marriages are Hindus. If one of the parties to the marriage is a Christian or Muslim, the marriage will not be valid and Hindu marriage under that marriage is not valid under the Hindu Marriage Act. Marriage should be monogamous. By virtue of Section 5 Clause 1 of the Act, a marriage should not have a living spouse at the time of marriage. By Section 17, any marriage between two Hindus is void if, at the date of such marriage, either party had a husband or wife living. The parties to the marriage should not suffer from unsoundness of mind, mental disorder or insanity. By virtue of Section 5 Clause 2a, a party to the marriage should be capable of giving validly consent to the marriage. If the party is incapable of giving valid consent to the marriage in consequence of unsoundness of mind, the marriage is voidable at the option of the other party. By virtue of Section 5 to Clause 2b, if a party, though capable of giving valid consent, has been suffering from mental disorder of such kind and has unfit for marriage for procreation of the children, the marriage is voidable at the option of the other party. The parties to the marriage should have attained prescribed age. Parties should not come within prohibited degrees of relationship. Parties should not come within prohibited degrees of relationship. The parties to the marriage should not be related to each other as Sabindas. The marriage should be solemnized in accordance with the customary rites and ceremonies. Doctrine of factum valid. Whatever is invalid is valid when done. Restitution of conjugal rights. Section 9 of Hindu Marriage Act says that the husband and wife must live together. If any of them desert the other without any valid reason, then the other can file suit for restitution of conjugal rights, and then the court inquires the cause for desertion, and if it found that unjustifiable, court orders restitution of conjugal rights. Kantimati versus S. Parameshwara Iyer. The wife deserted her husband with whom his age-old parents living, and the husband filed a petition for restitution of conjugal rights. She contended that she is ready and willing to live with her husband only if the husband is arranged a separated house for them alone. And the court held that the claim is an ideal condition and it is not practical if the husband is not financially sound. And the court ordered the restitution of conjugal rights. In judicial separation, Section 10, judicial separation, the following are the grounds available to both husband and wife, and for the obtaining the decree of judicial separation were adultery, cruelty, desertion, conversion, insanity, leprosy, venereal disease, renunciation of the word. The following are the grounds available for wife for obtaining decree for the judicial separation. Husband is having more than one wife. Husband is guilty of rape, bestiality, sodomy. Nullity of the what are the types of marriage? Valid marriage, the marriage that satisfies the condition from 5 to 7 of the Hindu Marriage Act are valid marriages. Void marriages, according to section 11, a party should not have a spouse at the time of marriage, and the party should not come within degrees of prohibited relationship. Party should not come within degrees of prohibited relationship, not have a relation of subindas, not and avoidable marriages. Importance of respondent, mental incapacity, consent obtained by fraud or force, pregnancy paralium, the divorce or grounds for divorce under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. The Marriage Act 1955 recognized the matrimonial relief of divorce. Section 13, 13A, 13B of the Act provide for divorce. Section 13 states that grounds for divorce available to both the parties and some grounds available in favor of wives. Grounds available for divorce to both the parties. Adultery. If either party to the marriage had voluntary sexual intercourse with any person other than his or her spouse, the court held that a direct proof of adultery is not necessary. If the wife is accompanied with a stranger for a long time, they are presumed to be adultery. Cruelty. Next ground is cruelty. Desertion. Conversion, unsoundness of mind, venereal and incurable and virulent leprosy, venereal disease, adoption of religious order, presumption of death, non-resumption of cohabitation, and that of grounds in favor of wife, polygamous marriage, sexual perversion, non-resumption of cohabitation, repudiation. Divorce by mutual consent. The 13B deals with the divorce by mutual consent. 13B of Hindu Marriage Act deals with the divorce by mutual consent. A petition for the divorce by mutual consent can be presented to the family court, and the petition for is presented to the court jointly by both the parties, and the parties must be living separately for 1 year or more. They must not be able to live together as husband and wife. In the case of Saju S. Nair vs. Bindu, the Kerala High Court held that if the husband and wife cannot live together in the same house, but not lived as husband and wife, then also it can be described as they were living separately. Doctrine of irretrievable breakdown of marriage. Irretrievable breakdown of marriage is ground available under section 13 of Hindu Marriage Act to grant a decree of divorce. However, the Supreme Court of India can grant decree of divorce on the ground of irretrievable breakdown of marriage, invoking its extraordinary powers under Article 142 of Constitution. Anil Kumar Jain vs. Maya Jain, Doctrine of Irretrievable Breakdown of Marriage, Maintenance, Pending Litigation and Permanent Alimony, Section 24. Permanent Alimony is Section 25. Adoption.